Ladies and gentlemen, it was a cold-blooded, premeditated murder.
Take him out.
And we're rolling.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. So glad to have you here. It's Father's Day, everybody.
Hey, yo.
Hey. Shout
Happy
out,
Daddy
Dad.
Day.
Shout out,
Happy
Papas.
Daddy Day, Dad.
Welcome back to another episode of BBMT. My name is John. This is Harry. We got Lucas right over here. And on the other end, we got Jason DiGeronimo. He's the only one that I'm going to pronounce the last name because it's just how I feel. I had approximately 1 million beers last night, and this is as much as you're going to get of me today. If you're watching, you'll understand that I look homeless.
If you're listening, just picture it.
If you're picturing
a
it,
homeless person.
draw it, DM it to us. I'd love to see it.
Ooh, listener art, a strong
Yeah.
recommendation.
Yeah.
No, but I do feel like shit. We had a big old party despite COVID restrictions yesterday because
Despite our better judgment, we threw a party.
despite our better judgment, we got fucking hammered. And
Yeah.
the reason behind that is because Lukey boy was supposed to get married yesterday.
He's
And
wedded.
So we kind of did a little ratty wedding.
Mm-hmm. I was supposed to get wed.
Show off that wedding band, my dog.
Yeah. I'll zoom in when in post. Yeah.
Right.
You'll
There
see
it
it.
is.
Yeah.
It's pretty,
But, for our listeners, it's cast from a bullet from World War II.
It's tungsten.
Weighs about 6 pounds.
It is heavy. It's
Yeah,
legit.
that thing could stop.
This thing could break a tooth.
It's just a single brass knuckle.
Yeah, pretty much.
So.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, so this is the hungover episode.
Yeah. The hungover Papa's Day episode.
Yep.
So this episode will be coming out on Father's Day. It is not currently Father's Day,
Hmm.
but shout out to Papas.
Go hug your pops.
Why doesn't everyone just go to Papa John's, huh?
Go to Papa John's with your Papa John. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even me, Papa John, will be there.
Take Papa John. He's gonna need it.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna need
need
it.
Papa
some
John over here
greasy
needs
Papa
some
John
Johns.
pizza.
I'm gonna need some Papa John's real soon.
Grease.
Grease.
He needs grease and cheese.
I feel like grease and cheese right now. I don't need to eat it. I feel
You
like
are
I am
it.
that.
yeah. But last night we did that party.
And that's pretty much just what we've been doing this week.
And yeah, we got all way too drunk.
Speak for yourself, man.
I got way too drunk.
So, for some background,
There was a moment where your entire body was using all its strength to hold your head up.
I know.
Oh, dude! At the end of the night when we were
Yeah.
trying to play flip pong,
Yeah.
just like bent.
I thought you were going to move the granite counter.
Dude, it was not happening.
so much force.
If any of you listeners out there want to make a beer pong game last 4 hours longer
Forever.
than it should, add flip cup in there.
It's a lot of fun.
Basically, when you defend your cup, you do it by flipping other cups and you kind of work as a team. And it's obnoxious, but it is fun. And
I
it
think-
does last 4 hours.
I think the best recommendation would be to be better at beer pong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and flip cup.
And
And
don't.
If you're good at both of those things, then
It'll
by
go
a
way
lot faster.
faster.
Yeah.
we also played on a fucking
like 30
Like a
foot
12
counter.
foot.
10
counter.
foot
Yeah.
island in Lucas's house.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a terrible idea, but
Kept hitting the lights.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll
pendant
never
lights.
hit the lights,
Three
he
pendant
said.
lights.
We'll
Dude, just
never
stand
hit
to the
lights.
right or left if you're
Obviously,
a lefty.
that didn't work.
It's
Well, no
called
one was
honing
actually
in.
doing it.
It's called.
I was
honing
able
in.
to fucking hit a cup, and I was blackout drunk. So
suck on that.
So maybe work on your efforts, Harry.
You know.
Damn
But
it.
to give you a background, so Emily and I rolled in a little later. Well, it'd be a lot later because you guys started at like what?
So I
1?
had my first drink at 11:30 in the morning.
And then
Last
Emily
drink
and I
at
came
10:30
in
at night.
at like
Oh my
6:45,
fucking God.
and Lucas immediately threw himself around like a cartoon character. So we get out, Emily and I pop our first drink, and Em looks at me and she goes, "We should go pick up some wings." I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "If we do that, we're gonna have to share with everyone." He goes, "Look at Luke's and Erica, I think they could use some wings.
I
was
did.
All right. So we went up and picked up 10 pounds of wingdings and
It was a
rolled
blessing.
back through to the party. And it was like first Emily unveiled there would have been wedding cake and Erica almost cried. And then we brought the wings and then Lucas almost cried.
Mm.
And it was really sweet.
Dude,
Yeah,
those
it was
chicken
really
wings, I plowed like 10 of those.
He took the
things in, like,
cake
2
and he
minutes.
shoved it in her mouth. Then she took the wings and shoved it in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then he, like a trash compactor, went.
Yeah.
Are we
Just
allowed
fisted them
bones
into my
and
mouth.
all?
Are we allowed to share video of you
Oh, yeah.
removing cake
Yes.
from
I
your bride to be?
I'll ask Erica, but I would love that video to be on our Instagram.
Yeah, I think
Dude,
it'd be a lot of fun.
when the wings got here and then you went inside to get some, you came out still drunk and you grabbed me by my shoulders like this and you're like, dude, there's wings in there. And it's all over your fucking face. And I was
like the chili sauce.
I
It's
can
like
smell
in
it.
my teeth.
Yeah.
I just went to the bathroom before we started recording. This is the next day after the party. It's now noon, and I found a chicken bone on the bathroom
on
floor.
the bathroom
Oh,
floor.
no, you
Like,
didn't.
and I'm talking like a cleaned chicken bone. Like,
So
like that
Emily
thing.
sent me a Snapchat at 10:20 last night.
Yeah,
She's on the toilet,
yeah.
and then she zooms into something on the floor, and the caption just says ... chicken bone.
Yeah.
So someone cleaned. That was
So it's still there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't pick
and
it
why
up.
not?
Dude, it was probably.
I'll let the
probably-
Roomba pick it up.
Somebody probably dropped a full wing or partially eaten wing, and then the dog just cleaned it out.
It's like
No, the dog would have eaten the bone.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
that's not good.
I
for
think
dogs.
so,
No,
I think
chicken
someone
bone
was
splinter.
just cleaning wings on the shitter, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
someone
I think
took
they-
a someone
yeah.
took a drumstick and just
Yeah. And they
Oh,
just,
man.
while they were on the bowl,
While they were on the bowl.
yeah, they just
I saw- I used to have
slammed it back.
I used to have a friend in culinary school who he was very proud of his chicken wing eating ability, and that's what he would do. He would
Me
take the
too.
drumstick and just like and just remove it almost completely clean.
the
Gristle and all.
Gristle and all, man. He's just tough like that. And then
I don't
I'm
mind
sorry,
gristle.
there's a hawk outside the window that caught my eye. It's on
What are you
a
looking at?
pine branch. It's a
Very
red-tailed hawk.
Great. Bird watching with Jason.
Big bird.
Welcome back to Bird Watching with Jason.
I
Today
can't
we're
turn
looking
my
at a
neck
hawk.
that far.
But he used to take I was like, how do you eat the flat as fast as you do? He takes them. So
Yeah.
you take the flat, you give it a
Pinch and
twist.
twist.
Yeah, and then you just
Pinch
clean
and
it out.
twist, and then you pull, and one of the bones
Right.
just pops right out clean, and then
Mhm.
you.
You just pop the other nugget.
What?
I don't know.
Dude.
That's why people prefer those because they're like so easy to eat. You literally go bang, pull.
I didn't
Honestly,
think that was a real thing that you could do. I thought that was only
Yeah.
like in cartoons. And
That was
shit.
a party trick of mine.
Man, I couldn't do a wing
Wild.
off
Mhm.
against you. So
No, you
I
couldn't.
can't do that.
Yeah, you couldn't because
I go around it.
it drives me
Mhm.
crazy when people like.
when you're like tongue,
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
I could
eating
do it,
out
but
in
like I
between
don't
the
know if I
bones.
would.
it drives me
I don't
crazy
know if
when
I'd
people
like
are eating wings and they don't like eat the whole wing. Like I'm not saying you have to eat the gristle because I don't always eat the gristle, but like when there's like still like breading, like eat the breading. It's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Just eat around it, get all that shit off, clean the bone.
What is the gristle?
Oh, it's like
Is it like
Cartilage.
the cartilage?
Yeah,
on
it's
the
cartilage.
yeah.
But like
Yeah, I don't
you
like
can
that shit.
eat it and it's just like as you're chewing on it, and you're like, ooh,
that's
that's
fucking not. Yeah,
I ate the
Yeah.
bones.
I ate the bones.
That was gonna be
Nothing
me
in
last
there.
night if I didn't slow down.
If you were eating them on the bowl,
Yeah, I ate the bones.
I ate the bones.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my god.
so in media recently, Nickelodeon put out a big statement.
Mhm.
Oh, about SpongeBob, me boy.
Yeah, about SpongeBob Me Boy
SpongeBob me
SpongeBob.
Bob.
being part of the LGBTQ plus community.
Well, there you go. Congrats, SpongeBob, on coming out.
And I think everyone saw it coming. I'm just glad that he's now living his truth.
There you go.
What do you think? How do you think they're gonna work this in
Yeah,
to the
do you think
series
they-
moving forward?
I don't think they're gonna do
I don't
anything.
think,
You think they're gonna
if
comment
they're
on it?
gonna
I
do
think-
it, if they're gonna do it the right way, they change nothing, because then they're like amplifying it.
Yeah.
Maybe
If he is
it
just
changes the brand.
yeah,
So
exactly. He is
here's-
just SpongeBob, and he's LGBTQ plus, like
I
he
mean,
always has
SpongeBob's
been.
never had a romantic thing. ever.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Could
just,
he
just
be
keep him as he is.
asexual then? Is
That's
that-
what I'm saying.
Is that the
That
He
is
does,
what
he
I've
does
always
reproduce by budding.
So
what?
sponges are asexual.
Oh my god,
It's coming
glad-
together
Yeah.
now, dude.
it's
Or-
so much more kid friendly than
Yeah.
he likes to. Never mind.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
see, he
But wait,
wouldn't-
no,
he
his
wouldn't.
parents.
They're fake.
Oh, he does have parents.
Uh,
Maybe they're
those
just
are
his.
fake.
Those
They're
are all
just
in his
him.
head.
He adopted them as parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just old people.
Yeah.
Older sponges.
See, if SpongeBob does pursue a romantic relationship, I think it will be with Squidward. It will be like a Bert and Ernie kind of thing.
No,
Oh.
dude, Squidward.
Well, that's
No.
the attractions. Everyone thinks Squidward hates him, but really, it's like a repressed.
It is a sexual
like
tension.
Yeah.
It's like a
Oh my god.
uh,
I
a-
can't keep up with this topic.
it's like a kid on the playground, like pulling a girl's pigtails. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool, but this could be so.
So
bad.
everyone,
So fast.
everyone automatically
This is-
thinks.
You know, kids, they're dumb.
This is
They do
becoming fan fiction so quick.
fast.
Everybody automatically thinks, "Oh, Patrick is his partner." No,
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 they're best
Patrick is his
friends.
best friend.
Patrick
they don't
is his
have to
best
be
friend
gay
just
for
because
each
he's
other.
a guy.
Everybody knows that it's Mr. fucking Krabs.
No, it's his boss. They can have. They can have.
Mr.
a
Krabs.
relationship.
Everybody knows
You don't
that.
shit where you eat.
That's true. You shouldn't shit where you
I
eat.
think it's Larry the lobster.
Larry.
I'd fuck Larry.
Yeah.
Larry.
Oh,
Larry's
Larry
an
would
alpha.
fuck you.
Larry has and will fuck anything.
I don't know. You ever see me eat lobster?
Oh my god.
You ever see
Yeah, you'd be
Larry
eating
eat
lobster.
You'd
you?
be
All right.
eating Larry,
Eating some lobster.
eating like Larry.
I want Gary to have. Oh, wait, no, Gary did have a romance.
Yeah, Gary had a
subplot.
lady.
Did he?
I think so.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Was it just
She's
the
a
cookie in
lady.
Patrick's pocket?
I think there's sand in my drink.
No,
No, he had there was like a lady snail that he
probably
was
one of the
like,
Pong cups.
No.
That'd be so gross.
It's like there's sand and
That would
this,
also
dump it
be
out.
super
It's
fun.
just sand.
There's
It's all
sand in
sand.
here. Just a cup full of sand. Harry, what?
No, it's clean. It's just like a speck in the bottom.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, to get back to it, I'm glad they were able to do that.
Yes,
I'm glad that they were able to own that.
they did the right thing.
And it's like, who could possibly turn that into a negative?
Right.
People
And
who,
look, why?
People will,
just people
but
who hate.
Yeah.
People,
yeah.
awful people.
Bad
People who
people.
hate people.
Yeah,
Because it's just
awful-
people.
yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
we're just
Just-
people.
Well, he's a sponge.
Harry, he
Sure,
is
he's
a
a sponge.
figment of everyone's
And
imagination.
there it begins.
He's a character on a show.
I was actually there's this thing circulating on the internet. It's like a have you guys ever heard of this thread of comics and like internet
Garfield.
I'm sorry, John.
Oh,
Like
no.
Garfield. But it's
Oh,
Garfield related.
really?
It's where Garfield's actually like an
that was just fucking.
yeah. He's like Garfield's like an interdimensional monster like
What the
coming to
fuck?
haunt John.
What
So there's
the
this whole
hell?
subreddit and it's called I'm Sorry, John, because it's like Garfield's this terrible, interdimensional, all powerful monster, and John has to kill him.
Yeah.
But someone did that with SpongeBob, where Patrick is
Is
the
Garfield.
interdimensional
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
monster, and he's like, let's see, it's like a 42 chapter comic series
What the
now.
fuck?
Yeah, where
Wow.
Patrick is like this terrifying creature, like bent on destroying Bikini Bottom and then the world. It's
That
really
just can't be
frightening.
So is there
true.
a picture of it?
It's a whole thing.
Can you throw up
Emily
a
has my
picture?
phone. I could try.
Like,
right here.
I'll have to
like right
credit.
here,
I'll
like-
have to credit the artist. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
throw up. I'll,
Put it right
I'll
here.
isolate a picture.
Put it right
credit
here.
the
Right
artist
there.
right underneath it. Like, wait, can you put that back up? So it'll be picture here, artist there. All right.
There you go.
So
and
shout out to the artist.
there's your incentive to watch the YouTube.
There you go.
yeah, you
Hey,
can
don't,
only see
don't
this on
forget we
YouTube.
have that.
Don't forget, I look fucking homeless. Watch
Yeah.
our
Right,
fucking
you might as
YouTube.
well
I
watch
look
the
like
YouTube.
goddamn
This is
trash.
Probably
Yeah.
the worst I'll ever look on camera.
He
That's
says
really,
that now.
that's really optimistic of you, don't you
he
think?
says that now, but let's not forget that he's also going to have an actual wedding where we'll have to do
Be
this
way
Again.
worse.
after.
Our tuxes.
We'll
like,
still be in our
totally undone.
tuxes.
Actually, it would probably be smart of us to record before that whole shindig.
I'm gonna.
Oh my god, we could record while we're getting ready. We'll do it live.
Just
fuck it, we're doing it live.
well, I'll have lapel mics and we'll just record it that way while we're walking
Yeah.
around getting ready.
Dude, it'd be
How
like,
you feeling today, Luke?
That'd be-
yeah,
That could be good.
Hey,
it might be good. Let us know.
Let us know what you
Let us
want.
know.
It's your day.
not
Look,
mine.
Today,
Not
Sure as shit, not Erica's.
today is for me, but his wedding day
He's gonna
is
listen
for
to
you.
this and kick your ass.
Probably.
On the brighter side of things, Jennifer Aniston is selling a naked portrait of herself.
But it's only for like 10 grand.
I have the exact price right here, actually.
And
only
for the
for, like,
record, the
$10.
portrait is not that revealing.
So it's just like
it's
So all you-
$6,500.
So
That's
right
it.
now, the portrait is by this famous photographer who's done black and white portraits of so many celebrities.
yeah.
And the portrait is of her, knees up,
So covering hoo-ha.
Yeah, exactly. With like her arms wrapped around her. So you just see like shoulders and legs. So all you
So
guys and
she's-
girls that are
she's
into
naked.
shoulders and legs.
Yeah,
it
but
is
you don't see any of
implied
the-
that
yeah.
she is nude.
Yeah.
Right.
But there is no proof per se
Yeah.
that she is not
Naked.
not covered up.
Yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah.
not naked.
Not naked.
Not
like a little naked.
She just
A wee
little
bit
bit
naked.
A
naked.
little bit
wee
naked.
bit.
But
Jennifer Aniston, how bold? Oh, it's okay. I was just a little bit naked.
I was just a little bit
little bit
naked.
naked.
I take the clothes and I put them around the nipple. Because I'm a little bit naked.
You were what? A little bit naked.
Little bit naked.
Where's that accent from, Jennifer? Hey, they dump.
New York City. I
got
picked
it
it up
from
in
the
the.
dump.
I picked it up in the trash.
Garbage can.
Garbage,
It
garbage
sounds
can
fun,
on 6th
right?
Street.
It sounds exotic.
You sound like Nacho Libre.
A little bit naked.
A little bit naked.
Oh boy.
Yeah, how's that not more? I want it. I'll take it.
Is
Jennifer,
it? Is
hit
it
me
a
up.
That's what I'm
single?
saying.
Is it a single one?
I think it's
for
just. I think it's oont.
It's
one.
from her like middle of her friend's career. She had short hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
whenever
she
has that
didn't
in
like have
Friends.
it done now.
No,
It's not
no,
like a
it's like
new
from
thing?
it's from like
so
the
we're
90s.
talking younger
Oh.
Jennifer.
Yeah, young
Oh.
Jennifer Aniston, a little
I
bit
wonder
naked.
what would go more, young or old.
Well,
I'd take old.
she hasn't aged ever.
That's,
That's
what I'm
true.
saying.
So
So I think people are more curious now.
And
more
now
than
what's
ever,
up
yeah.
now?
no.
She like removes all the tape and then just falls
Yeah.
off. Everything.
No, dude,
falls.
she
She's just a
uses
cyborg.
she uses a Vino or whatever lotion.
Oh, that's true. To keep
Olay.
it moisturized.
no,
No.
I think it is a Vino.
I think it's
Oh,
a Vino.
Avino. Harry.
A Vino
There you
non-spod.
Harry,
Avino.
look, man. If it worked for Jennifer
I'm not
Aniston,
pretty.
it'll work
Am
for
I not
you.
pretty enough?
I'm gonna use lube. I use
Maybe you
Lubriderm.
just need a Vino.
Maybe
Maybe you
it's,
should try a vino.
Yeah.
maybe it's your accent that you got from
Am
the
I not
trash
pretty?
can. Maybe it's a Vino.
Maybe you should try some Avino.
Am I not pretty?
God, this
Maybe you
hangover
should try
needs a
some
Vino.
Vino.
I feel like this eye is gonna pop out.
It might.
It looks
Might
like
happen.
it's going to.
So, I wanted to tell you this earlier off camera, but I'll do it now. It's good content.
Let's see it.
You told me twice last night. So as soon as I rolled up, you were
Mm.
in your referee shirt,
Yes.
and then
Last
Literally
night?
calling the shots.
yesterday, yeah.
You were in a referee shirt?
Yeah.
For
You don't
How the
remember
f-
that?
No.
Oh.
How long?
I don't
Not
know.
long, like
It was a short bit.
15, 20 minutes maybe.
So I came in, you're in
Hmm.
the referee shirt. I go and pick up wings, you're out of the
Buddy.
referee shirt. But you sat there and told Connor that you had purchased a referee shirt for about 10 minutes, but you had been wearing it not 10 minutes earlier while he was
I
there.
don't remember.
Right. So, which leads me to my next trick.
This
So
is good.
you say hi. I go inside to drop some stuff off, and you say, "Jay, we were talking. The guys and I were talking about it." And I was like, "Great, I'm off the pod."
Great, I get it.
Yeah.
Great, I'm off the pod.
So you're like, "We were thinking that we'll all go in on the paint, and then I will
I do remember this.
I'll paint the studio in my free time." We're like, "Yeah, that sounds
Yeah, I've
great."
never once finished a
Um,
sentence in my life.
Well, no, you were like, the thought was complete. You were like, we bought these chairs. I'm going to paint the studio after we buy the paint, and I'll handle it in my free time, and we'll just split the cost of the paint, and it'll be great. And I was like, yes, I agree. So that was 7 p.m. 10 p.m. rolls around. We're standing in their kitchen, and you're like, oh, Jay, I meant to tell you. We spent today, we bought chairs. We bought 2 chairs. We tried for the cushiest chair, and we're all going to split the cost of the paint, and I'm going to paint it in my free time. And I was like, yeah, man, still sounds great. And you're like, all right, cool. I just wanted to let you know. I'm like, I appreciate that.
And I did the same thing this morning, didn't I?
No, this morning we haven't talked about it. But
But
if
we are
anyone's
now.
wondering, Harry in his free time is going to paint
It's
the
going to
studio.
paint the studio.
We
yeah.
got new chairs.
hold 'em
You
to
can
it.
see 'em under
Yeah, we
my
got new
house.
chairs. We got this table.
We're upgrading slowly,
Slowly.
but surely.
Slowly, we
Remember-
got Cornelius's ass out.
Somebody pantsed him yesterday. I legit
I
have
don't
no
know
idea
who
who did.
did that.
If
Yeah.
you were here last night and you're watching this right now,
And you
please
pantsed him?
DM us
Yeah, or
and let
comment
us
on the
know.
video
John,
saying
we
it was
slept
me.
in this room. Did you notice that?
No, dude.
For the record, his pants were down before I got here yesterday.
Okay.
Because I came into the room when you were telling me all about everything that you were going to do that I already knew. And his pants were like askewed, like in a sexual way. Like
Yeah.
something like he
That's-
was about to show a little
That's
bush.
hilarious. I
Yeah.
never noticed it all day.
So someone
yesterday.
pantsed him early. Was it Leanna? You said she came.
no, but I really hope so.
Yeah.
That would be very
I
funny.
can't
Hilarious.
deny or confirm that, but I wish
Maybe
it
she
was.
could. Leanna,
Go
let
ahead,
us
Leanna.
know.
Hit us up.
You
Shout out,
listen. We know you
Oh
do.
my god,
That's very funny.
it is very funny.
That someone just pantsed a mannequin.
It was what I needed when I woke up with the pounding and the booming
Yeah.
in my brain.
Yeah.
Just looking up and seeing that, I was like, That's good. That's a good one.
Today's
I like
good. I'm gonna live today.
Yeah.
Today I will
Okay.
survive.
I woke up to your goddamn cat.
Yeah.
Because I was sleeping on the floor and I like cuddled myself into the blankets and all I had was like this little hole of like where my eyes and nose were so I could breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And the cat just goes and like shoved it. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do?
He is a very curious creature. If he sees a hole, he gets
He's
in.
getting it. He's about to get in that hole.
He's an opportunist. Yeah,
Opportunist, yeah.
Yeah, he's a curious.
He's a
piece
pianist
of shit.
actually as well. Okay, so last night it was whenever I started grilling, so it was before you got there. What time did you get here?
Like 6:45.
Yeah, so it's probably around like 5:00. I'm at probably the drunkest I had got to before actually going to bed. And I was grilling for everyone. So I had
You
like
did a hell of a job. Really
I had fucking like 25 burgers going, like 12 hot dogs on this fucking grill, cheesing them up, flipping them, ripping them. Dude, I was flipping those burgers, holding a drink, taking a shot. I was impressed with myself. I was very impressed.
I was impressed with you, too.
At one point, you like spilled like molten cheese on your finger.
That was when I was putting them on the plate.
Yeah,
And then the cheese not burnt, but like melted
Oozed.
off the burger and went onto my thumb. I was drunk, so I like I was like, that's really warm.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt more than I think it's going to in like a couple seconds. And no one was taking the plate. Someone take this plate.
because
My
you
thumb
turned
is
to me like,
burning.
Harry,
Someone
take the plate. I went, what? You're like, take the plate. Take the. Your
Yeah.
voice is getting more and more.
Because it was just getting hot, and I didn't know what else to do.
I'm like,
Plate.
Slowly took it from me. I was like, "Ow!"
Ow!
Fucking sucked the cheese off.
You know
my
what
thumb.
I realized? So that happens a lot
Yeah,
at work. And the move is always to go straight into your mouth.
yeah,
And it's hot on your finger.
yeah.
Why would we as people
Be
take
like,
the
"Ooh."
hot and put it to the most sensitive
Yeah.
part of our body?
Right.
You might as well put it on your balls next.
To me,
Right.
it felt like even in the moment when I did it, I was like, it's wet in my mouth. That's good.
that'll put the fire out.
That'll put the fire
I
out.
like the moist.
Yeah.
You know, whenever you get your
Sit there,
hands
suck
really
your
hot,
thumb at the grill.
a good thing to do is put them on like a metal surface because metal actually absorbs heat
Heat
very
will
quickly,
faster,
and it'll
yeah.
just literally
So
pull
I
it right out.
so I should have just put my whole hand back
Right on the
grill.
grill.
On the hot grill, yes.
Yeah. It would suck.
It needs the grill
No, no,
needs the heat.
don't be an idiot. Open the grill, put your
Yeah,
hand
yeah,
on it,
yeah.
and close it.
Yeah.
And break your arm with them.
Yeah, and then slam
they
it.
just fucking slam it over and over again.
So when I was also grilling, my mom came out because my mom was here, and she was like, "I don't know whose wallet this is, but I just found it on the table.
Oh my god.
I don't know what you want to do with this." And I was like, "Okay, I'll find it. I'll find out whose it is and whatever." So I open it up, find out that it's our friend Andrew, and he was standing like right next to me. And I was like, Andrew,
Also very drunk at this point.
Andrew,
He'd already taken a nap and woken back up.
hey Andrew.
No, he hadn't. Well, unless he did it twice, because he fell asleep. So we
Oh,
like came
maybe I'm
in,
just thinking different
greeted
time.
him, and then we went to go like put our stuff down in our room.
Yeah.
Came back to that room, and he was asleep on our bed.
Okay,
I was
Yeah.
like,
never mind.
Okay.
He's a
And-
wild card.
So I was like, Andrew, and he's like, what? I was like, my mom found your wallet. I just wanted to let you know that like you didn't lose it. And he's like, I don't give a fuck about my wallet, and threw it off the back deck. And his wallet, I don't know if it's just like really loose or the cards are like
It's really
too
loose.
heavy,
Yeah.
but he threw it like into the woods from my house, and it was just cards everywhere.
Yeah.
So like while it was in the air, cards were falling onto the lawn, and then as soon as it hit the ground, it was like a bomb went off and cards just blew out of it.
everywhere.
how
Like
many cards?
not
Evidently, he doesn't have enough cards
Yeah,
to keep the tension.
there is
in
there
the
is
wallet.
not. I don't think there was anything left in his wallet by the time he went over and picked it up.
It's funny that you say that because yes, there's not enough shit in his wallet to keep the tension,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was roughly 1,000
cards.
pieces.
There was
of that
so
wallet
many
everywhere.
cards.
Were they like business cards or like
They
debit?
were debit,
An expired
credit,
Subway.
Company
gift
card,
cards,
yeah.
like just like a bunch of different
Punch cards and shit.
And I was like, why'd you do that? Don't you need those? He's like, I don't give a shit.
He was trying to do a bit, and then
Yeah.
he just kept with that.
Yeah, and I was
attitude.
like, all right, I got to
Dude,
go
you
back to the
need
grill.
that. Man, I got burgers.
I
on
got
the grill.
burgers on
I
the
got
grill.
to go.
Andrew's quite the wild card.
Yeah,
and I
he's a funny dude.
appreciate every moment of your wild
It's
card
so
personality.
funny.
He's a good guy.
Oh, my stomach.
Guys, I have another sponsor that I want to get after.
Go ahead.
And I think
the more that we talk about sponsors, the more they're going to want to reach out to us.
you think so? Because I don't want the opposite to
desperation are
happen.
what people are looking for.
Okay.
In a purchase.
Please help us.
Because if we're already talking
help
about
us.
them,
Then that shows the passion, right?
That's right.
That's my thought process. But at the same time, I don't want people to be like, "Oh, well, they just did that shit for free." We'll find out.
We're trying so hard.
we'll see. We've done it. This is going to be twice now, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But there's this company called Bird Dogs.
Yes.
okay? And I was talking to you, Jay, last night
Mhm.
about this, and a couple things. They're for guys. They make shorts and they make pants.
Mm-hmm. Are
And
pants a new thing? I thought they only did shorts.
Yep, they do shorts and they do pants,
Oh.
and they do so they have like built-in underwear to them.
Yeah.
It's like
So do you
built-in
not have to
spandex.
wear underwear with them?
That's correct.
You had said it last night, and I never got to clarify that.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's correct.
So
But
you
they
don't wanna get
also-
I was gonna say, so if someone pantses you, everyone gets what they
Everything's
want.
coming
That's
down.
a little thing called game over.
But they also make them underwearless. So if you're not super into that,
Mm.
then you can just get them like regular.
Well, now I'm
pants.
just curious.
But I have to say, this company and everything that they're doing with it is absolutely hilarious. Their entire marketing scheme is just memes. For example, instead of just naming the colors of each khaki,
Mm.
they have the Cooper Mannings, the Kevin Buffetts, the Steven Jobs, and their new release is the By Curious George. It is so fucking funny.
What
dude.
the fuck?
So their whole thing is like they made khakis that are formal enough for the golf course and for the office, but they're also stretchy and playful enough to where you can get buck fucking wild with your boys and them not get torn or ripped up or
Wow.
outstretched. So I actually was 2 nights ago, I was on Instagram for the longest time and I came across their page and I was like, oh yeah, like I'll check these guys out again. And their entire Instagram page, go check them out right now if you're just fucking around listening to this. If you're just on your phone, look at them on their Instagram. It's
Mhm.
just at Bird Dogs. It's just a meme page.
Mm.
They have like a couple ads there, but the rest is just memes. And the captions make all of them. And it's like, I don't know who their marketing director is. Or
Dude, it's
who
probably
has
just. I
their-
hope it's just a bunch of college friends.
I think it is. I think it's
Yeah.
like 3 college dudes who are just like, we
Mm.
need pants that fit a regular dude.
Yeah.
Not like the PacSun ripped guy from California.
Yeah.
Right.
They just need to fit me and look like they could fit anyone.
When's the last time you bought pants that weren't from like Old Navy?
Haven't.
Yeah, haven't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I own any pants I could wear into an office.
No
anymore.
khakis. Well, slacks.
And that's what I'm trying to
Suit
get.
bottoms.
I want
I got
something that
suit
I can
bottoms,
wear
but-
everywhere, you know?
It's true.
You know, I actually not a spawn, by the way. I just bought these pants from 511. They're actually a workwear company, but they
511.
make some pants that are like the same shit.
My dad just got boots from 511. I
Yeah,
saw the box yesterday.
yeah.
I don't know why.
dude. Great pants. They actually make a lot of pants for like military stuff, but they
Mhm.
also make pants that are just like built to beat the shit out of, but
Mhm.
they look formal as fuck, and it's the best because
Well, that's why.
super
That's why
stretchy
I
and-
rock Dickies trousers at work.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Gray, slate gray Dickies.
Yeah.
Dickies are good.
The
Dickies are
classic
good.
fit.
Good boys. Look, Bird Dogs, I'm not saying that you got to be our best friend. You don't even have to be our friend. But if you could just share a little bit
You
of
don't even
your
have to like
cash with us, we will promote the fuck out of your clothing.
Send us a
I'm
pic-
actually,
if you can
could
see, hold on, I want
looking
everyone to
purchase
hold
some
up their
stuff.
legs to show up our unique set of legs.
Let me get. Sorry, I'm under
Yeah.
my rags.
Yeah. So you can't.
My headphones.
So if you're listening, it's a pretty interesting display. Lucas, the bottoms of your feet are fucked up.
I hope
Yeah, so
everyone
am I.
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
Um,
are relics.
but
from
we're
yesterday.
we're different. We're big. We're small. We're in the middle. We're strong. We're weak. Just kidding. We're all strong. Look
That's
at you.
right.
Come on, kings.
King.
Come on,
Emotionally.
kings. Emotionally, we're strong. Physically, haven't lifted.
physically, we just need your Bird
Physically,
Dog
gyms
pants.
aren't open.
Physically, just
Physically,
put pants on.
I need ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Dude, one of their ads is
Constantly.
literally just a guy getting like hit by some chick driving a Jaguar, but it's like to show how stretchy
What?
the pants are. So his like legs are up in the air. It's hilarious. Like the whole marketing thing is really funny. The pants look dope.
Mm.
They look like you could beat the fuck out of them. They're
Mhm.
still gonna come back. They're ductile. Okay, that one's for my engineers out there, or anybody that knows the word ductile.
Ductile. Go ahead.
Ductile is the groin.
That's
Yes.
correct. That's 10 points for Lucas.
What's the
You guys are
difference between
falling behind.
ductile and tactile?
Yes.
What's the
Anyways,
difference
dude.
between ductile and erectile?
Just fuck shit. Harry, that was good.
That was good.
Wait,
Ductile and erectile.
does that make the peen ductile?
the peen.
No, the peen's
The
erectile.
peens- No.
This
But
is how
it
it
can-
works. The pants are ductile. The peen is
Is erectile.
erectile. That's correct. Thank you for straightening that out for me, Harry.
Hey, I'm
And the
trying to help.
military is tactile.
And then the military. is
The
tactile.
military is tactile.
So, do you think we could go all in and make a product that's tactile, ductile, and erectile?
It's definitely going to be a sex toy. It's going to be like a military.
Grade,
Grade.
hideable, like an undercover, but
Yeah.
it like so you can like collapse it and then
Yeah.
it comes back to
Dude,
form.
exactly.
So you can pack it.
collapsible military grade dildo. Let's go.
if
Okay.
Bird Dogs is listening to this right now, they're
Make
like,
it
write
happen.
that down, write that down. We will see you guys right after this mid-roll.
Jump cut. What's going on, guys? It's Lucas here for the ad read, and I'm here to ask you if you want to sponsor us, Big Boy Mealtime. The boys here are looking for anyone that wants to come through and send us. If you have a passion project, a company, a business, your social media, anything in between that you want us to sponsor, let us know and we'll do that. Email us at bigboymealtime@gmail.com and we'll get back to you very fast. We need sponsors. Thank you. And we're back. Sorry, John.
Don't be sorry.
I know you didn't expect that one.
What year is it?
I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart.
Just put your
falling
sunglasses back on and
I'm
smile.
falling. I'm falling.
Don't forget to
I'm,
smile.
I'm falling in love.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm
Want to
falling
share
in
that
love.
blanket or what?
You trying to get in this blanket, boy? You looking at me like you chilly, bitch? You trying to get in this or what?
So, guys, it's Daddy's Day.
Daddy's
These
Day.
days.
Happy Daddy's Day.
Do we?
Well, not
I don't think
today,
we have.
but-
I don't think we have any fathers that listen yet.
No,
My dad listens on occasion when my mom puts it on the speaker.
right? Because he has no choice.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But we have an audience full of people who have fajas.
Bye, Jazz.
Maybe you even are Fajas. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe
See,
you don't
this-
know it yet.
this- what
Surprise,
we're about
bitch.
to talk about is definitely something that people should send in to us for us to read.
Yes.
Yes, daddy
Um,
stories.
So we're
yeah.
going to talk about dad stories. Good stories with your pop.
Your pop.
Well, funny stories with
Yeah,
your pop.
funny stories.
Oh,
with Pop.
good.
Welcome back to
Or
Funny
with-
Stories with your pop. With your
Which
with
pop?
your host, all
Okay.
of your dads.
Hey,
like a
it's
million dads
us,
coming.
all of your dads. I actually, I'm going to take this moment to say that I go by Papa at work now.
Nice.
You do?
Yeah, because
should our
Emily's
listeners be
Mother
called?
Goose, and I'm Papa.
How does that make you feel?
Kind of good. Like every day, I feel a little more Papa.
Okay.
I'm easing my way into it,
Good.
but it's
That's
okay
good.
because you
No,
know
that's good.
everyone's a bunch of juniors there, and you need to put them on the straight and narrow. Hey, Papa.
all I have to say.
Oh,
I was
That's
just
my new single. Hey, Papa.
I was just saying, what should our listeners be called?
big boys and girls.
Meal timers? No.
Hungry
definitely
boys?
Not.
BOI.
Hungry. Fuck. You know, it's really
Figure it
really
out.
hard
Tell,
to
you- tell you
think
what,
when
you
your
tell
brain
us
is-
what you want to be called.
Yeah.
In the
You got any
meantime,
good
I'm
ideas?
approximately 700 degrees right now.
I know.
So am I. So you know what? Why don't you do the work? Why don't you do the work? You let us know. I'm sick of it. Can you zoom in on me when I'm
will.
sick of it? Tanner, did you watch the last episode? I bet you didn't. You should, because I talked
Put the
about
glasses
him.
back on. Go back to Hangover John.
Anyways,
Taking it back down a few notches.
Back to Hangover John.
Yeah, so they'll tell us what they want to be called.
Yeah.
And we'll let it happen.
Sounds
all right? So that's on you guys.
That's on you.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Okay, Harry. So Paul, your dad. What did you do?
My papa.
Who's dad? Your dad?
My dad,
That's your dad?
Paul.
Whoa.
Paul Gross.
What a man.
you got a good
Tell a
story.
fucking story. God damn it.
Everyone's
I'm
a little
moving
bit,
at like
everyone's a little bit hangover.
I know.
cranky.
3% right now. I was thinking of the story when my dad likes to get everything done. As he's a very efficient dude.
He's an effective person.
Yeah. He has a day off and he spends it
Working.
working, cleaning the house, building things for the barn, stuff like that. And there was one week where like he had to work like way overtime. He's like, hey, while I'm gone, can you get some chores done? Shit. Like, yeah. And I would get some chores done. But the thing is, I don't know if it's because he's a dad or my dad, but anything I do,
isn't good enough.
I mean, like any like chores that I do is
Yeah.
he's like, well,
You should have done it this way.
here's how you should have done
Yeah,
it, you know,
right.
that type of stuff.
It's just because he's a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Emily does the same thing to me when I'm cleaning the house.
Well, that's because
No, I
she's
get the
a
same.
And
dad.
I think it's a trait of particular and highly effective people.
Yeah.
Even if like you can be good at something, but if you're not also the best in whatever they're doing, like they're gonna have input.
Yeah.
There's just it's always the way.
I think you're just avoiding the fact that she's your dad.
All right, let's talk.
That's all.
Uh,
Look, man, we didn't want you to find out
Yeah.
this way, but it has
so
to
there,
happen now.
there was one time that he said to brush off the back of the house. It was windy and there was like a whole bunch of grass
Mm.
and like cobwebs and shit like that. He's like, take the broom, brush it off. Okay, and I did all that. I did the rest of my chores, and he came back. He's like, all right, well, the floor looks all right, and vacuuming's good. Thanks for doing the dishes. Did those well, and see the back of the house. He looks at the back, and he's like, Harry, come out here.
Harry,
Fuck.
get out here.
Get out.
I
Sterling?
go, I'm like, what's up? He's like, did you do this? I'm like, yeah, I took the broom. Like, he's like, how? What? Did you just do one swipe? I'm like, and that's it. I'm like, no, I swept the whole.
I swooped.
I swept the whole back of
was
the
swamped.
house. He's like, really? Because look at this. There's a cobweb up here.
There's always one.
There's
There's always one.
they're picking like straw like off from the broom.
Yeah.
That is now he's like, there's that, and he points to a caterpillar on the house. He goes, "Who's this?"
And
I'm like, was I
who's this?
supposed to name it? He's like, "Who is this? He doesn't pay rent." Flicks it out of here. None.
None of it.
I could have landed there hours after I had done that.
I could have just crawled up the house.
Didn't
I
matter.
got
Who's
a good
this?
Paul. I got a good Paul story since we're talking about your dad. So a couple years ago, actually, like fucking 4 years
It was
ago.
back. We were back in high school, so
Yeah.
it was at least 5 years ago.
So 5 years ago, it's like senior year of high school. We all
Almost
went to
6.
Yeah.
we went to Comic-Con in Boston, and it was in June,
Hmm.
and it was just rip
Oh my
roaring
God.
fucking hot, and
It was
everybody's
in August.
Was it
yeah, it was like
August?
95 degrees.
it was
in
95 degrees
the
here.
city.
It was
Yeah.
like 98 degrees in the
Yeah.
city, dude.
Mhm.
With like
100%
asphalt,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
just radiating. heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And so we parked. So we rented this van, right? His dad rented this van that
We had a
way
lot of people.
he
going
could
around.
truck us and our friends all the way to Boston. And so we all get out. We're like wearing our costumes and shit. And everyone's sweating absolute nutsack. You go inside.
My dad was wearing a Superman costume.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he
And
decided
it was
to
a
wear just,
Halloween
like-
costume, so
like
it was
with the
like
fake
insulated.
muscles.
Yeah,
Right,
like the
right.
puffy one.
So he's wearing this like insulated Superman costume.
Oh, by the
We
way,
go
if you have
inside-
pics of that, send it over to me and we'll
Oh, yeah,
superimpose
well,
it.
We,
on
yeah,
the-
I
we
got
have some somewhere.
We do.
And
got
it wasn't any colder inside. It was just as hot. There's like 1 million people in there. And so halfway through us being there, some of us, actually just me and Paul and his mom, I think,
Someone I don't know.
someone else, we go outside. We're like, all right, we're going to change out of this and get into something more comfortable because it's just way too hot. Like we did the costume thing. That was fun. We're done with that. We get to the van, which is all the way on the other side of the parking lot. The whole time we're walking over there, Paul's like, sweating so much. Dude, the back of this costume is just black with sweat. Like his ass crack is showing, and then it's just like two like the McDonald arches around
the
his
golden
crotches.
arches.
and then
around
just,
like the
like,
padding.
Yeah.
A column of just sweat. And he gets it, he goes, Jesus, whoop whoop, and it unlocks his van. So he's like, I gotta change out of this thing. He's wearing nothing but his fucking skivvies under this costume. Nothing but his
sweating
skivvies.
still that
And he's
bad.
sweating that fucking bad. And so he's like, I gotta change. I gotta change. And his mom was like, Paul, honey, do you want to just change in the bar? That's one of the reasons they came with me to get new clothes, because they were going to leave Comic-Con, go to the bar across the street and hang out while we were still there doing the whole event. And so he's like, no, I'm fuck it, I'm doing it here. And so he takes off this thing, it's got like a zipper in the back. His mom, Harry's mom, Erica, unzips it from the back. It's just like sweat and just, it was nasty. Fucking peels it off.
He's like a banana man at that point.
It gets better. So he's like, oh God. Yeah, just like panting and just like
in the
sitting
middle of a Boston parking
in the
lot.
middle of a Boston parking lot
At Comic-Con. It's
Right.
very busy.
in just his underwear. And so I'm like getting a good laugh out of this,
Yeah.
right? And then out of nowhere, he's like, I gotta ditch these. I gotta ditch the skivvies. And she's like, Paul, honey, no. And you just hear like a clap, and it's his wet, soaking wet underwear just smacking the hood of this van that we don't own. And just like, what?
It's like he went swimming.
It was
Yeah.
disgusting.
It was that wet.
And I like just look around the corner. It's just like these tiny little butt cheeks and just like this huge man. And his skivvies are just there, just
Yeah.
like drying out on the hot
but
hood.
then like he ended up draping them over like the wire that's
antenna.
on the hood.
So,
the antenna.
so the antenna, yeah. So right before we left, he's like, "These got to dry out because we're gonna need
So he
these
like
later."
drapes them over that.
So he hung it there, and just the breeze is blowing it like
like a flag.
Yeah,
like a
literally
flag,
like a
and he
fucking
just
flag.
left him there. He just left him there. And I come inside, and they're like, "Hey, man, that took a while." I was like, "There was no way I was leaving the situation I was put in. There's no way. That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen." And so that's
Oh
the
my
story of
God.
how Paul stripped ass fucking naked
In
in
the
a
middle
middle
of
Boston
of
parking
Boston.
lot during Comic-Con.
Yep, sweating his ass off.
Good God.
So fucking
That's
funny,
so
dude.
funny.
That will always be
Dude,
funny.
my favorite part about your dad is like you said, he works so hard, he works all the time, but when he comes home to like chill out, he is one with the couch. He
Yeah.
can barely get up for anything but a snack. But it's
Yeah.
like
He's like, "Mm,
yeah, Erica Lynn,
Yeah.
Erica Lynn, honey.
Always rubbing his tummy.
Yeah, he's like,
he's hungry. He's thinking.
He's gonna wake the dragon.
Yeah.
He's warming it up.
It's
It's
like
about to
rubbing his
work.
yin yang
Yeah.
belly. I'll never forget when we were like 12 or 13. We were at your house as a sleepover, and of course, we're all playing video games in
Yeah.
the living room. And it was the first time your dad ever came out in just his robe
Oh my
to like
God. Yeah,
get
yeah.
a snack and let
Yeah.
the dogs out. And he's just like, "Hey Jay, hey Paul." All right. And then he just turns around
Come
with
on,
like
Trap
a
Dog.
pint of Ben and
Yeah.
Jerry's and heads back to the room.
Just a
And he's like,
friendly dude.
Drop. Oh.
Calling the dogs.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
a
he does the
friendly,
same
happy
thing
dude.
today.
Yeah.
He's
It's
not
never
different.
changed.
He's just
Yeah.
he lost a few pounds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He was a big man.
There's nothing
man.
new about Paul.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
the same classic material
Yeah.
Right.
over and over.
God.
Fucking A, dude.
A man is a fucking cartoon character.
What
Man,
about your
he
dad?
really
You guys
is.
got anything?
Yeah. So this one involves myself, Jason, and Harry.
Yeah.
So back in the day, the little league days when
Mhm.
we were
Would have
still
been the
playing,
6th grade.
yeah, Pee Wee baseball. My dad was always my coach in pretty much like every single sport, baseball,
Our
basketball.
dads were like tandem coaches.
Exactly, especially with baseball.
Yeah.
And baseball, my Jay's dad Paul and my dad Matt have like always been our coaches, which has been awesome
Mhm.
because that's always a fun thing to have.
Yeah, have your dad coach, make
Yeah.
you cry every now and
Yeah.
again, and there's like no emotional attachment.
Exactly, it's great. And so Harry for whatever reason like was hanging out with Jason and I after or before the practice or maybe
Mhm.
both or something like
Oh,
that.
this.
And so we were just doing, regular catching drills. Like he would hit the baseball, we'd be in the outfield, we'd have to catch the ball,
Right.
throw it back in. That simple. So he was doing like ground balls and pop flies and all this other shit. And Harry, for whatever reason, joined Jason and I during these
Right,
drills.
during the catching drills.
Yeah, just because he wasn't really doing anything else. He was just like, yeah, I'll fuck around and come in and play. And so I honestly can't remember who got hit first.
So
Jay.
it was no, I didn't get
No,
hit.
Jay didn't get
so
hit.
it was you,
Yeah.
and then we were laughing at you, and while
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
laughing
oh,
at you,
okay.
Yeah.
it was you.
So what
which
happened was
me laugh harder.
my
Got it.
father
He was hitting balls.
Was hitting balls. He hit a pop fly to Harry, and somehow I don't
Harry
even know
misjudged
how
it by a foot.
it's possible.
Just a foot.
Only Harry could do this. But the ball
Sun
comes,
was in my eyes.
the ball comes down from the clouds and just smacks Harry in the nuts.
Sun was in my eyes.
Like gloves are here, ball just goes.
Yeah, what had happened was Harry misjudged it, had his
Yeah.
glove up here, and then it hit the ground
Yeah,
and ricocheted
Yeah.
right into the beanbag.
and it
Right into
was
the beanbag.
one of the hardest times I've ever laughed, especially with my father's commentary
Right.
during that entire thing.
And he's like, "Oh,
just like,
you
how?
gotta be fucking
Yeah.
kidding me,
How,
Harry.
Harry,
gotta
how
be
do you
kidding
do
me."
that?
I'm like
And-
on the ground, like seeing
Right,
stars. I'm like,
exactly. And so he goes, he's like, "All right," hits another one.
Yeah.
Lucas, I don't know.
It was
you
a
must have
ground
just been
ball.
lost in the
Yeah.
moment.
I was
He, like,
laughing my ass
Rolls
off.
off the ground, takes a hard jump,
Yeah,
and lands
I
right
had
in
it ready,
Lucas's nuts
and it bounced
immediately
like
after.
off my glove,
and right
direct,
into his
and it
fucking
was.
nuts.
Oh my god! I thought I was gonna die. I was laughing so
It
fucking
was-
He didn't
hard.
have any encouraging words. Just
No,
you gotta
he
be
was
fucking
so
kidding me.
disappointed.
It was
Yeah.
It
because
was
okay,
real
yeah.
shame.
No
Yeah.
way that happens twice, boys. No way.
Twice in a row.
Absolutely no way.
So,
That's fucking
Yeah.
oh,
awesome.
it was wild.
And my dad still tells that story. It's hilarious.
Dude, I got one about my old man.
Go ahead.
So, fortunately, my old man's no longer with us, but this story is really funny because this happened just like a few days before his passing. So it's the one that we tell all the time
Yeah.
now. And so I was at school. We were all at school at the time, and it was just my mom and my dad in the house. And they were like going through the fridge trying to look for like older food, expired shit
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
just hadn't been eating. My dad found a jar of fucking pickles in the back, and he was like, "When the fuck did we get these pickles?" And my mom was like, "I don't know. I don't even remember getting those. Maybe somebody brought them over or something." He goes, "I'm not going to eat them. Are you?" She goes, "No, just get rid of them." He goes, "All right." So instead of just throwing them away and dumping the pickle juice down the drain or whatever,
Yeah.
and then using the jar for something else like any dad does, with
Yeah,
loose
like-
screws in it.
yeah, I
or
was
some
gonna
Right.
say,
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's in
It's
the
always
garage, put
loose
scrolls
fucking
in it.
metal
Right.
work.
Which, if you go into my garage today,
Yeah,
we
that's
have
all they have.
a million
Yeah.
pickle
like
jars.
Of loose screws. It's like a shrine.
Like
It's
sour
like-
cream tin.
Yeah,
yeah.
sour, that's exactly what it is. And like cream cheese, like,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
tote bucket
Yeah,
things. Yeah, just full of loose miscellaneous bullshit. He takes them and he's like, "This will go down the toilet for sure.
This will be fun.
This will definitely work." And so he goes into the bathroom downstairs, just right across.
Dude, your dad
from
was
the
a boy
kitchen.
at heart.
Dude,
Yeah.
he definitely was. And he just dumps the whole thing in there and flushes them and creates the biggest mess that bathroom has ever
Of
seen.
just pickles and toilet water.
And it's just like, dude, no joke. These pickles just like started going around the bowl, and it just did that a couple times without them going down.
yeah.
And so he just like kept flushing them until it went. And then eventually they just like got into such a rhythm
Yeah.
where they were all together moving as like a collective unit, and then just got like
As
stuck.
like a
They were
beast.
they were schooling.
They're-
Yeah. And then just got fucking corked the hole in the toilet where like the shit gets sucked
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
and it just created a cork. Water starts going over, reeks of pickle juice
Yeah.
in there for the
I'd
next
rather a
week.
reek of pickle juice than anything else in the bathroom.
Dude, and then he was plunging pickles out of the toilet for like an hour.
You have to get tongs.
And my
You gotta-
Wow.
you
dude,
gotta
my
pull those
mom
things
came in
out.
and was like, "Scott, what in God's name did you do?" And he's like, "Barb, it's fine. I
I'll
thought the
handle
pickles
it."
would go
Yeah.
down. The toilet's fucked."
You know why? Because
The toilet's fucked.
he assessed the situation and decided to make an announcement.
Yeah.
For
like a
anybody,
press
Were
release.
they chips or spears?
they're spears.
Okay, so I know what happened.
like a million
they got
turds.
they got like caught in the U bend of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pipe
yeah.
and just lodged.
And they didn't like, yeah,
Right, they didn't
Because
bend
like
up
a
like
poop
a
will
turd.
just break down.
Right.
Yeah.
A pickle's not a poop.
exactly.
Put that on a t-shirt.
And if it's a good pickle, it definitely a pickle's
Yeah.
not a poop.
If you're out there and you're looking for some advice, it's that pickles are not poop.
Yeah.
And they don't go down the drain.
Don't
very well.
mistake that.
Yeah. And so my mom shot me a text from home while I was at school and just said, "Your father thought it was a great idea to flush the pickles down the toilet."
Oh gosh.
She said, "Don't try it because they don't make it down."
No.
So he was plunging that.
By
And
the
if-
way,
If for anybody who knew my dad, he was the kind of guy who just like he had an idea
And he just
was gonna
went
fucking
for
do it.
Yeah.
And usually like 9.5 times out of 10, it fucking worked
Oh,
without
yeah.
a hitch.
yeah.
So for him to do that, nobody would have questioned it. And then just to see him plunge fucking pickles
out of the toilet.
out of the toilet for an hour.
That's that 0.5% of the time
There's
that
that
it
right.
didn't work.
exactly.
It was
but
pickles.
when it doesn't work so good.
Yeah,
Like it,
exactly. It's like,
it's
what were you thinking?
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
your dad is so wild because he was always the number of actual conversations I had with him was very small.
Same.
Because he was believe it or not. Yeah. Because he was always on his like red flip phone
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
like Bible advice.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah, yeah.
this man's so busy teaching.
Yeah.
Right.
all we had to do was like shut up when he was
Yeah.
on the phone. Like
Right.
that
Just
was
had to
the
be
deal.
quiet.
It was
Yeah.
always someone going through it on the
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
So
They have their my parents have their fuck, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a license that basically says like they're allowed to like give advice and not be like a mentor
Mhm.
or a therapist, but
Mhm.
they have a license that says like we're allowed to coach people through difficult times.
Isn't that
so
called
it's like
life
some
coach?
form of counseling.
It's like a life
yeah,
coach.
yeah, that's what it is.
Mhm.
It's some form of counseling basically that just says like if we give someone advice and then they do things that are against the law or whatever due
Mhm.
to what we said, we're not liable. Type of
Oh.
thing. So people would just call my dad all
Right.
the time,
Always, he
literally
was on his
just
phone.
for counseling
Always.
and stuff.
So then the one time, it's like one of 3 times, but the most notable time, it was like me and you, like Luke's might have been there, Harry might have been there, but we were all sitting in the kitchen
yeah,
and we had just pulled all the snacks out of the fucking closet.
sure.
And your dad hangs up his phone, like wanders in, big as fuck.
Shuffles in because
Yeah.
he just had fucking surgery on his
Right.
knee.
Yeah.
Huge,
He walks in, big as fuck, and he goes, eating all of our shit, I see. and you're like, come on, Dad, come on. He goes, yeah, I'm just fucking with you. And you're like, he's like, and then he was like, so how are you guys? I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, I've been here for 3 years, and this
And this
is
is the first time I've
never
ever talked to
happened.
you.
yeah. I feel like I'm speaking to a bear, like
Yeah.
a polar bear.
He was a man of very few words, but the words that he did.
But his words
murder-
hit,
murder
and that's
out.
how you know he's important.
That's
Exactly.
right. He was a good guy.
He's a big man.
He was fucking.
If you
colossal.
think he's a big
Yeah.
man,
my dad was huge.
Where do
Oh
you
my
think he got
goodness.
the big from?
Right.
The
He
big
was
is
colossal.
hereditary.
Also-
Even your mom's a big person.
I don't think my dad ever picked up his feet once in his entire
he
life.
just shuffles.
So
My
it's-
dad shuffled through his
He
entire
only
life.
wears
So
slippers.
he's
Your
a
dad
yeah. He
could
did wear
palm
the
me
shit out of
by like the
slippers.
chest.
I'm pretty sure he has picked up small animals just by the skull.
Go with
And just
God.
held them and was just like, you're
And then he
sick.
tossed
You're
him to
sick.
heaven.
You're just put them all the way.
When a light just
You
grabs
deserve
him.
better than
Yeah.
this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking squirrel rocketing in.
Flying.
A turkey. Not in my
Just
yard.
grabs a turkey by the breast and just sends it up. A real
we make it-
messenger of the Lord.
Yeah.
Can we get a t-shirt that just has a picture of my dad on it and it
Like-
just says real messenger of the Lord,
Lord.
grab the turkey by the neck.
John's dad. Dude, it's just because your dad was God all along.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's right.
That's
he doesn't
right.
have to speak much, but when he speaks, shit hits, you know?
I have a theory that my dad probably could have caught 2 baseballs at a time in one hand.
In
Just-
one hand.
They
Yeah.
were that big.
No ball
Yeah.
ever hit him in the balls.
No. He didn't wear a baseball mitt when he was playing.
No,
he just
Didn't need to.
Just
Just caught it.
was like, huh.
Fucking insane. That's why that's why like my brother and I, like, we're both big dudes.
Yeah.
but
Right.
like my brother, that photo of my brother holding his
The
new
baby is so ridiculous.
Yeah, like she is the size of just his hand.
Mhm.
You know, in Lion King, when Simba steps in Mufasa's footprint, it's
No,
like
I
that.
do not.
Well, that's you and your dad. Well, no, actually,
no, I do not.
that's that baby.
no, I
That
do
was
not.
a hard silence.
Yeah. I think it was the quietest this room has ever been.
Ever.
That was just for a YouTube audience.
And for like 3
Yeah.
whole seconds,
Yeah.
too. It was a
No, I
long
have not.
stretch.
he looked at me like, "Yes, you fucking know.
Yes, you do.
Don't do this to me."
Yeah, you just ruined his improv. You know,
I'm
just yes
sorry.
and. That's all it is. you said
and.
no.
Yes, and. Just got to go with the bit.
No, I don't.
Change the bit.
Use the bit. Switch the bit.
I'm
Bit B.
so
bit B.
hungover. That's physically impossible.
You just
Right?
can't keep up.
We have a
with
one.
You
We were
can't
on
keep
one track
up.
today.
it.
You can't keep up.
You know, I do have to say the pod is kind of distracting me from the drum being played in my head right now, which is nice.
That is good.
I'm proud.
I thought it was going to do the opposite. I thought.
What
it was
about
gonna
Pauly
amplify.
D?
Yeah, give me something about
Pauly D, the original Pauly D. It was his birthday yesterday, as the time of recording. He's like
Hey.
55,
Shout out
56,
birthday,
Paul.
happy birthday,
57,
Pauly D.
55 never looked so
Or-
good, Paul.
or 56.
Or 50,
or
whatever
seven.
age you are,
One
it
of
never
them.
looked
I
that
don't
good.
know. Does
Or
anyone
a
who
rough
else loses
30.
track of their dad's age?
I don't even know my own age.
Pretty sure my
so-
dad's
I-
been 50 my entire life.
I
Yeah,
was just gonna say,
basically.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I know at one point I knew he was 45, and
Yes.
he still could be.
Yeah.
Yes. He was 40 and he's 50. That's what I know.
Dude, for like 10 years of my life, whenever somebody would ask me like how old my parents were, I'd be like, well, I know my dad's 56. I would just say that for fucking
So
years.
long.
And you know where I pulled that fucking number from? He was born in 56.
56.
So I think he's 56. Could have been
That's
40.
of 56.
Yeah.
That's a solid number.
Well,
Dad was born in 56,
Yeah, I believe so.
not
Well,
65.
my mom
No,
was
dude.
born in 65. My dad was born in 64.
My mom just turned 61.
So my dad is 56.
No way, dude.
Yeah, my dad was in his 60s when he passed.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Damn, they look great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Hear that, Mom?
Yeah.
There you go, Bars.
You might be watching. I hope you're not. I told you not to listen to this shit because it's not good for you.
Remember that
But we'll
time
show
she
you
called
just this
us and we
clip.
told her that she was our first guest?
Yeah, we should totally get Barb on the podcast.
We
We've
should
had that
definitely.
discussion.
Yeah. Pauly D.
Pauly D. So, couple for anyone who knows my dad, he's born and raised North Jersey. We're a family that he's actually half Italian, half German, but he's all Italian.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Yeah, he
He's
flies the
full-blooded
flag.
Italian.
Because no one's like, I'm German, because that's
Yeah.
it's got
Nobody-
an, it's
not
got
even
an
Germans
interesting
do that.
connotation.
Everyone
Except
knows.
Emily, she is of the German blood.
I'm of the German blood as
Of
well.
the German blood, yeah. So very boisterous dude, has always been very tan. And what?
I don't know. They're looking at me.
Well,
Look, just say it, Luke.
all
You
right.
got something to say? I'm trying to listen to a fucking story.
Okay.
so my dad
Hey,
coached.
Schnitzel over there. Can you calm down?
Hey, you fucking knockworth! Shut
What is
up.
happening?
All the German slang. Hey, bratwurst, want to calm it the fuck down?
Bavarian pretzel.
Belgian waffle.
You fucking Belgian waffle. So anyway, my dad coached Pee Wee football like his entire life,
Yeah.
all the way up through 8th grade. He coached my brother, he coached me for a few years, and there was a year I wasn't playing for him, but there was some older kids that he was coaching, and there was a game where they were just afraid to hit. For some reason, they were not making full contact with the other team. They weren't defending, all this shit. And my dad was freaking the fuck out. If you're gonna let my dad down,
Yeah.
half-ass something.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Well, like, he half-asses stuff, but it's him, so it's okay. But if
Yeah,
you're like
exactly.
playing sports or like working out or whatever under him,
Oh, God.
go ahead and slack a little bit and see where it fucking takes
Yeah.
you.
Right.
And so at halftime,
Oh,
he
fuck.
pulls. Oh, John.
I'm trying to get situated here, and it's not working out. Oh my
Um,
god, my foot has been in that position for years.
So he pulls him over to the side at halftime, and he's like, "What are you doing out there?" And everyone's like,
listen,
like
jackass.
12. He's like, "What are you doing, huh? You fucking scared? You fucking scared of the other team, huh? You being a bunch of fucking pansies?" And everyone's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Right.
pretty much
That-
it.
yeah,
that
that's
is
right.
it,
They're much
coach,
less
yes.
than us." And he goes,
Yes, coach.
"You want to be fucking?"
Yes, coach.
Yes, coach.
Yes, coach. Yes, Paul.
Yes. So he goes, "You want to be fucking scared, huh? I got some fucking guys out of New Jersey that'll take you, chop your body up, and throw you in a fucking swamp. Is that what you want, huh? Then you could be scared. What are they?
Oh my
They're not gonna
God.
cut you up and put you in a swamp." And everyone's like,
Yes, coach.
"Point taken. Yes,
We're
coach.
7.
We're 7. Yeah, we're children.
I've
Um,
peed myself.
Yeah. So, and to this day, just one overweight
One guy
kid
raises his hand.
Can I
Shut the
go
fuck
home?
up. Shut the fuck up. And yes, that was the day my dad threatened a bunch of children with murder.
Body
Mob.
bags.
Yeah, with
the
swamps.
mob.
With the mob.
Exactly.
With the mob that he
That's
doesn't know.
fucking hilarious.
But like that's
that's Pauly D, baby.
he's intense. He can be a really
Mhm.
intense guy.
He's a loud man.
He's a
He's a
tough
loud
love
man.
motherfucker.
Mhm.
I like
that he is, and he's never. It's always questions with him. You
Yeah,
know,
It's
you
never
sit
an
down.
answer.
It's never. He's not an answer guy. He's
No,
a what if
question.
guy.
He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, so what are you
he'll
doing?
answer a question with a question, and you're like, God damn it, Paul.
God damn it! I was not. Yeah,
I
you
asked
don't.
if you wanted
prepare.
cereal.
He's
So
like,
what
well,
kind
what
of
if?
cereal?
What
I'm
kind of
like,
cereal
no.
are you eating? I'm gonna eat this cereal. Well,
Why
there's
can't
this
it
other
work out?
cereal in there. Do you think they would like that one more? What are you trying to do with this cereal? Where's the cereal taking
What is
you?
this cereal's purpose in your life?
Right.
I'll say your dad's real good at like probing into
Oh
like
my
moments
God.
of like you didn't even know that you could think that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I remember like at one point that it was like we were in middle school.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna ask this girl on a date or whatever, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then what?
You're like,
I
gotta
don't-
start somewhere.
I don't know.
Yes, coach.
Yes, coach. Yes, Coach D. Yeah, I don't know. He's a string puller. He really likes to make stuff happen for other people, which can be
Yeah.
really great or really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a very dad thing.
What I
think.
like about Paul is that he'll give you advice whether you ask for it or not, and no matter what the
Mhm.
advice is or whether you ask for it or not, you will always think about it.
Right.
Yeah,
It'll
you'll always
mull
think
over.
about it.
Good,
Yeah.
bad, indifferent. It doesn't matter.
It'll
You'll
always hit
be
you at some
thinking
point.
about
You'll be
it.
like,
Right.
"Fuck, Paul said that once."
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just what he does, and he's still like. I think he just had way too much time on his hands, which is why he felt the need to ask all those questions. And I think it's a crazy irony, but something true. Like you want your kids to do better than you did, right? And so my dad was like, he was kicked out of a college in Maine. Like he went to the fire academy. He like met my mom on a blind date. Like he was flying by the seat of his pants for so long, which is why I think it was so important for him, for like his kids and his kids' friends to have plans, just so it didn't like end up that way. You know, like he's done shit that I would never do. He got kicked out of fucking the college he went to in Maine for like a year and a half because he was pissing on an RA's door, or like his buddy was pissing on an RA's door and he got caught. Yeah.
Oof.
Damn,
Like,
Paul. I didn't know you were like that.
My dad went hard.
Yeah,
He
Paul
went
goes
way
hard.
harder. He went harder than you and all of us together.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
believe
stories of things like his driving instructor when he was learning how to drive was his cousin. So my dad would drive him to a liquor store so he could get a 12-pack and drink it in the car while my dad drove him around. My uncle did the same thing. They had the same driving instructor and they were all cousins.
Wow.
That's fucking hilarious.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's just Pablo things. He calls himself the original Pauly D, which is good.
Like
I'm actually a fly on the wall for there's like a big group chat. My brother's his bachelor party got canceled in Montreal because the borders aren't opening up in time.
Right.
And so my dad texted me and 7 of like his best friends who also happen to be his cousins. And so it's just a bunch of like men in their mid 50s.
Your family's endless.
Oh, massive. Yeah, Emily's terrified. She's like, if we ever get married, this is going to be fucking impossible. Yeah. And I'm like, I get it, you know?
Yeah, no, it will
me
be.
too.
Yeah, it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, yeah, you're going to hate that, ain't you? So
The room's going to be so loud.
at one point, and I'm realizing that me and you guys are not that different from my dad and his friends at all. And that you just never really grow up. Because my favorite part in this massive, we're at like 200 messages now, and I'm not commenting or anything. I'm just reading them. And at one point, one of his friends sends a picture of some lab results that says that he's immune to the coronavirus.
No shit.
Yeah, he has an immunity. Some people are born with this immunity, whatever.
Yeah.
And so the immediate comment underneath it was, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was an STD test." And someone else goes, "How do you get an STD from jerking off?" And someone is like, "I don't know. He's a dirty guy."
Just
like
slow
it's just,
roasting him.
Exactly. And it's wild. You know, it's like I'm sitting around the campfire. With all of
Just
them.
watching it happen.
Yeah.
Slow roasting the guy who has an evolutionary advantage.
Yeah.
Well, you know, no one's perfect, I guess.
He's just
Except
kind of
for that
sitting
guy.
there like
Right.
this.
He's like,
He's in the Matrix.
Not being able to do anything about it.
For all of you who can't see, John put his sunglasses on.
Upside down.
Upside down.
That's right.
and there was nothing he could do about it.
And you'd be able to see that if you went to youtube.com and you search Big Boy Mealtime Podcast.
Yeah,
It's
this
the
is
only
because we
one
don't
with
have enough
this mod on
subs
it.
to get
This
our
is a
own
very
slash.
visual episode.
Episode 17. 17. This is
17.
17.
Happy
So.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
The
which-
Father's Day episode.
Why don't we go ahead? You guys want to get into our top 3?
I'd love to.
Top 3 topic today is also Father's Day related. Today we got top 3 dad
I'm
things.
so
that are
hot.
just
Top 3 dad
Yeah,
things.
it's not just me.
No,
right?
I'm warm.
I think it's a hangover thing,
Yeah,
right?
I am boiling.
Well, and it's getting warmer outside.
And it-
too.
yeah, it's
we
getting
recorded
hotter
this in the morning.
Also,
First
these
ever.
lights are, you know.
They're not.
Okay.
They don't get warm. They're an LED.
They're not.
It's LED.
What was this?
They're you know, boobies. You know,
These
You
lights
know,
are boobies.
these lights are booby lights.
Boobies.
So
Yeah,
top 3 dad
is
things.
dad tits.
Top 3 dad boobs. Top 3 dad boobs in
it's,
movies.
top 3 dad things. I like dad tits a lot. That's funny.
Dad tits.
Dad tits.
Sounds like
Hashtag
Brad Pitt.
Dad tits.
Hashtag dad tits.
That-
Brad, hold on.
If we're putting
Hashtag
anything-
Brad Pitt's dad tits.
Brad,
Yes.
Brad, our next voice
Is Brad
check.
Pitt a dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's
He's
got
got
like
like
a million
60
kids.
kids.
Shirt.
They're all adopted.
Dad.
Dad
tits.
tits.
So then Brad Pitt has dad tits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Brad
That's
Pitt's
also our
dad
next
tits.
mic warm up.
Yeah,
Brad
Brad
Pitt.
Pitt's dad
yeah.
tits.
Our what do they call
A
those?
vocal
Mic
warm-up.
check.
Vocal,
Oh,
yeah,
mic check. Vocal warm-up / mic check.
Right. So top 3 dad tits. Top 3 dad things.
Yes.
So I have I had grunting obnoxiously like after a meal when you're doing like the
Yeah.
kind of picking things out of your teeth.
Mhm.
I have holding the flashlight for your dad, which you can never do properly. Nobody
Yes.
has
No,
ever
always,
done
yeah,
that.
and
It's always like, no, you got to get on the other side.
It's like, no, shine the light at where I'm working,
Not at my
on-
hands.
Yeah.
At the machine.
But it's always
Right.
in the worst space. Like you have to get under the sink with them.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
in the engine
Yeah,
compartment of a car.
Exactly.
No, over here.
Yeah.
I'm in the sink.
Right.
I'm gonna open up the. I'm gonna pop the hood only 4 inches. Get the flashlight in there. Why not open it up all the way? That'd be too easy. That's why.
Right.
Yeah,
because it's not how I work.
that's how I work.
Right.
And then what's the other one that I said earlier when I was listing them off? And Dad's waking up early just to let you know that you slept in late on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was up at 4 a.m. No one asked you to be.
No one has to be.
No one.
Dinner's not. Or
No one.
Breakfast isn't until like 8.
Lucas, when you were still living at your house and we drank and had a good night there once and I
Yep.
crashed there, I passed out in the living room on the couch and
Oh.
at 4:30 in the morning on a fucking Saturday,
Yeah.
your dad was up just watching like golf highlights
ESPN, yeah.
and shit. And I
Golf
was like,
highlights.
am I intruding? Like it's 4:30 after I went to bed at 2. I ended up
Can
just,
I
like,
help you?
crawling
Dude,
up there,
Matt
so.
Corser is the king of my house. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
my house, my rules.
Right.
If
I
you
don't
come
care.
inside, I'm gonna be wearing only underwear.
Right.
You can deal with that.
Right.
No, but
If
like
you don't like it, don't come to my house.
he didn't really give a shit. Like I woke
No,
up
no, no.
and he was like, "Man, you fucking snore, don't you?" And I was like, "Sorry."
Sorry.
It's fucking
Sorry,
4
I
in the
thought I was in
morning.
my bedroom.
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I do that. You chose to be awake. I don't.
Let's see, my top 3 dad things. One has to be just like when they're in their house, always just in underwear.
In your underwear.
Mhm.
That's the first thing my dad does when he comes home. He just strips.
Yep.
Yep.
He walks in
First
there
thing
and
I
goes,
do.
"Ugh."
Well, now that Emily and I have our own place, I'll like go to shower or whatever, and I'll strip down and I'll wander
Yeah.
around our place. Be like, we have guests either here or coming over. I'm like,
They're not
fucking
here
pay-
yet.
I fucking pay the rent on this.
Yeah,
thing, man.
That's right.
Like
I think it's just a man
our
thing.
names are on this lease. Our guests,
Mhm.
they can do it too. They can strip if they want to, but I'm at least gonna be
Yeah.
stripped.
Right.
I'll get dressed eventually. Not yet,
Not
Maybe.
yet.
Not
Not
now.
now, baby.
but
Is it me, baby? It's not gonna happen.
that's a classic dad move.
What else you got here?
I just gotta say, having like the sternest face in the most like, silly of situations.
Oh, like a
Like a-
chronic bitch face.
But any dad can keep just like the
Mm.
just like deadpan
Dead
look,
yeah.
man face.
no matter what's
Unfazed.
going on around them.
Yeah.
Like the world could be ending, and they'd be like, "Well, yeah, you didn't brush the back of the house correctly.
Yeah,
That's
it'd be like,
why."
Who's
you know
this?
what? I bet my son wouldn't even do it this good. Somewhere now, my son's doing it better, and it's worse.
And you're still worse.
And you're still
Could you
worse.
imagine if dads actually express their emotions?
Oh,
That'd be
man.
whack.
What would the world be like?
That'd be weird.
Probably a better place.
I think if
That's-
dads
yeah,
dads
that's wild.
express their emotions, there'd be a lot more mouth kissing with their kids,
Like Tom Brady.
like Tom Brady.
I
Shout
remember
out
the
Tom.
last time I mouth kissed my dad, I was 4.
I can't
Yeah.
remember the last time my mouth kissed my
Last
dad.
time I mouth kissed my dad, I wasn't
You're-
alive.
you're-
Yeah, it never happened.
Lucas, your dad strikes you as the type of person where you as a child would go in for a mouth kiss,
And he'd like give you a cheek instead.
or he'd like take you. But what are you doing? Wait,
What
Why
the
you-
fuck are you doing?
Put a chip in your mouth.
What, you hungry? What, you want your mom?
Does it mean he wants food?
Michelle.
I got a feet. All right, come here. I'll give you dad tit.
Let me give you Brad
Dad
Pitt's
tits.
dad tits.
Brad Pitt's dad tits. Coming this fall to the CBW.
Brad Pitt's dad tits.
My number one has to be. I thought about this when you were saying you and your dad and your mom were cleaning out the fridge.
Yeah.
Finding very expired food.
Oh,
And giving it a
trying it
shot.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
giving it your all.
Just
Am I
saying.
going to save money by trying this? Maybe.
Maybe. You're not going to
But-
save time on the toilet. Dads love
Yeah.
toilets, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My there was like one moment where my dad he found like old meat and that like we had cooked, but he just left in there forever.
Oh my
And he-
God.
We cleaned it out like we must have cooked it in like summer. It was spring. All right, he found it.
Mm.
Fucking, he took it. He's like, "Oh my god, this smells off." Erica, come here, smell this. It's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, smell it, smell it.
I love that your dad will peer pressure someone into trying something that he is so blatantly against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's
oh,
always my mom
Erica Lynn,
too, and she always
try
is
this.
like,
This is terrible.
Yeah,
That's
right.
love.
Like, no, Paul.
That's love. I do
she
the same
comes
shit
over,
to
she's like,
Erica.
that is definitely bad. And he's like, oh, God. Oh,
Why would you
did
let me
touch
do
me?
that?
why? Yeah, it's always her fault. He's like, Paul, I told you to throw it out. He's like, oh, man. I bet the second one and there's even worse. And it's like, are you challenging yourself?
You're like,
Who
you
dares
can't-
me?
You can't.
Who
Paul.
dares?
Who dares me?
Yeah, I think I got my 3.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead.
With
I can
your
wrap this
your
up.
3?
Yeah, that was my third.
Definitely number 1 is my dad. The relationship my dad has with his lawn.
Ah,
and
that
his-
was one of
and
mine.
his lawnmower,
Yeah.
because he's got a riding mower and he doesn't let anybody do it. Doesn't let anybody do it. He's got it because he loves mowing the lawn, because like my parents' yard is like a very flat.
Mhm.
It's like almost
Soothing.
yeah.
It's like it looks like a
it's
soccer field.
Yeah, it's a very easy lawn to do. There's not like a bunch of bumps and
Mhm.
Rocks and shit.
and like he can just hop on, have a beer, throw his fucking hat on, and just ride.
And be
And
at
just
peace
and
for
just
once
be
in
at
his
peace.
damn life.
He'll
Gets
just
a
be at
fucking
peace
peace and
for like
quiet.
a solid hour and just ride, just
Just
go in
ride.
circles in the backyard. And he has a fucking blast.
Dude, if I had your lawn, I would do the same.
Mhm.
I know,
Dude, my dad just got a brand spanking new lawnmower from the neighbor. A ride-on, had the bags in the back that you can like
What?
store the
Oh,
shit. And the
shit.
neighbor was like, yeah, like we only need to push mow the lawn because they only have like a quarter acre of land
Yeah.
now, and they moved from wherever. He's like, I got this lawnmower. It's like a 2019. It's like
It's like a
cherry
brand
red. It's
new-
like a Corvette,
yeah.
but it's a fucking lawnmower.
You just gave it to him?
Just gave it to him. My dad's like, I have to pay you for this. He goes, you don't have to. My dad gave him like $500 anyway,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
on like a $3,000.
Oh yeah,
Right.
That's crazy, dude.
I don't know.
So that
That's
also any father's workstation.
Yeah.
Like they're like either their garage or their basement or whatever they have.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
their
yeah.
The dad
workspace.
zone.
Right,
My dad,
yeah.
we always call my dad's the workbench area.
Yeah, exactly. Like, like I've seen obviously your dad, like all of our dads
You have the
one.
barn.
Yeah.
Your dad
The
has the
garage.
garage. My dad has
the
that corner of the
basement.
basement. Your
Yeah.
dad has the basement.
I
Yeah.
remember, Jay, the first time I remember, I'm like, we had to find your dad at your house to ask some question.
Mm.
And I'm like, I don't know where he is. And you're like, oh, he's probably in the
Workbench.
the
area.
workbench. And we went down to this area of like the basement that I never knew existed. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the
It's like a wooden, crooked cellar door that
Yeah.
doesn't open all the way.
I'm like,
oh,
With like a
this
is-
single swinging
this where
light.
this where you hang meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our meat locker.
I remember I had the same exact thought when
Exactly.
I went there for the
Yeah.
first time. I was like, this is fucking tight.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
had no
wild.
idea. that
What?
It's
this
like a
was it.
galley
Yeah.
with tools and wood scraps everywhere.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
My dad's not even like a builder. Like
No.
we don't
You
like
walk
when he
in
does
there,
a
you're just,
product.
like hammering a piece of metal.
Yeah.
Bing! What
He's
you
got like a
doing?
welding
Blacksmith.
mask. Like, yeah, I had to take care of this. So
Teaching it a lesson.
and then
it didn't try its hardest.
fuck, what was the last one? Fuck. Damn it. I appreciate my dad's hat collection. That wasn't it.
Yeah.
But my dad has on his closet, he has this thing that he hangs over the door and just has like a clip for like just a million
Hats.
fucking dad hats from colleges, like fishing things he's done.
Free shit.
Like just random free
Booze.
hats that he's gotten,
Mhm.
golf hats, all these other different things. Yeah, booze hats. And they're just hung. And like anytime we did like, or if I needed like a color, like if we were doing something for
Mhm.
school and I needed to be like dressed in like a color,
Mhm.
I'd go to my dad's closet and be like, pink, perfect, or like
Yeah.
green,
Yeah.
red, yellow,
Right.
Yeah.
fucking white.
It
Like
was
I
all
had,
in there.
I never had to own a hat when I was a kid
Your
because
dad had
I
a
just
million
had,
hats?
Your dad is the only person I think I've ever seen wear and rock a visor.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got
Dude,
visors
true.
too, and he wears all of the hats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't just like wear one but own 50.
Yeah.
No, he
yeah.
picks
Wears
it, he
all of
rotates them
He
all out.
wears all of them.
Yeah. My dad used to have a hat collection. He used to have my favorite hat of his that I would never be caught dead in was a zebra print Giants football team hat from like
Holy fuck, I'm on
1986. You're on fire.
I'm on fire.
Looking good.
Also, honorable
Right.
mention, CD collections.
Yeah.
Mm,
The
massive
big
CD
storage
collections.
things under their bed that they can be like, oh yeah, here's my 1,000 rock CDs.
Yeah,
my
right.
dad's was in his car. It was like a binder.
yeah.
Just
the-
like you flip.
My dad
Yeah,
has
for
so many
years.
fucking CD. He still has them. He's got so many.
My dad refuses to use the Alexa just so he can play his CDs.
Yeah,
Right.
Mm.
I get it.
How else is he supposed to rock one thin dime?
That's fair.
I know. I need to burn that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I just want to say that my dad just got a capless hat.
What?
So it's like the
It's
brim.
like
It
a-
doesn't have like the brim.
So it's just a beanie.
So it looks like a do-rag when he wears it.
Oh, so it's a baseball hat without the brim.
It's a baseball hat.
Yeah,
Yes.
without
But
so
it's
like.
so tight to his head.
Is it a
looks,
flex fit or is it like this?
No, it's like that. It's a
Yeah.
strap.
but it
back.
just doesn't. No, I've seen those.
Yeah,
I've seen those.
It's a
For
strap
what?
back.
I don't know. But
Oh,
it's the dumbest
for,
thing he
it's for like
owns.
bicyclists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the visor might make it
Which
blow off.
he is a bicyclist, so
Right.
it makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
His late onset bicycle addiction.
Yeah, so
But
Yes.
the only time I see him wear it is like
He wears it to bed.
I know, dude. Like right before
to keep
bed,
his hair in order.
he'll
Yeah.
come out
He
like
doesn't have any hair.
Yeah. Well, that's not the point.
it doesn't matter.
That's offensive to dads.
It doesn't
everywhere.
matter.
dude, like right before he goes to bed, he'll be like eating a snack, notice it like on the chair, and just like throw it on. Go to the bathroom to see what it looks like on his head, and come back out and be like, "This is my hat." We're like, "Yeah, Paul, yeah, it is." He goes,
Still is.
"It's my hat." Then he'll just start eating snacks, take it off, hang it on the fucking chair again, then go to bed. That's the only time I ever see him wear it.
And you know what's funny is he would do that even if you guys weren't.
Even if you weren't there.
He'd walk back.
He would look
he'd
at
walk
Stella,
back
your dog, and be like,
"This
Stelly,
is my hat,"
this is my hat.
and then he'd hang it back up,
Right.
go back to bed.
Dude, so he works at a college. For those of you who don't know, he works at a college. His maintenance there, and so he was going through the lost and found recently, just because they're trying to clean everything up now that the kids went home early due to the COVID bullshit. And so he came back one day with a shitload of like school logoed out shit. I don't want to say the school or anything. I don't want to name drop that. But he came home with all of this shit that was just either too big or too small or too whatever. And it all just had the school name on it and like the mascot and the
Mhm.
teams and shit. And he came home with matching basketball shorts and a polo
Mhm.
that just had the school logo and shit all
He
over
looked
it.
like he'd just been drafted.
Dude, he
Dad
so-
sports. I'd watch a dad sports league.
Oh yeah.
that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Harry and I were hanging out in his room and we're just like trying to get some shit done. I think we were actually pulling this equipment together before we moved into the studio
Mm.
a while ago. And he came in, just stood in the doorway, put his hand up on the door. We were like, "Hey, Paul, what's going on?" He's just looking around the room. He's doing one of these. He's like, "Mhm." Like, and then we look at what he's wearing and he's just like all matching. We're like, "Cool shorts." He goes, "I used to play." And he just walked away. We're like, what the fuck was that?
I used to play.
Then he comes back in. He goes, "Yeah, I used to play." And he walks away again. What the fuck?
You think he was waiting on that bit? Or
Yeah,
was it-
always. Yeah, he
just
was
sitting
always.
on it. Your dad doesn't look like a planner though for his commentary because he's so quick.
Yeah,
His
it's so
delivery
quick.
is always so good.
He's a lot like me in his comedy, where like most of it is just for himself, and if somebody else giggles, that's
And then
a
it's a
bonus.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like fucking Lucas said, he would do that cap thing
Right.
even if no one was there.
Mhm.
He would just do it.
All right, Jay, what do you got?
Top 3 dad tings.
I'm all out.
My number 3 would be probably an absurd amount of advice, good and bad.
Oh,
Good, bad, or
An
otherwise.
absurd amount of
Always
advice.
speaking their piece. You
Never
know?
asked
Yep.
for.
Right. All
Yep.
dads are preachers.
That's
you
right.
know? Number 2, I envy how hard fathers specifically can disconnect from reality. You notice that?
Much like Lucas right
Much
now.
like
who's in
Lucas
the
right now.
Matrix.
He's signing off. He'll
He's
sign off
entered.
early.
The Matrix.
So, yeah, how hard dads can disconnect from reality. My dad
You're
could
talking
be
about
on his
just, like-
phone reading an article. We could say his name 30 times.
Oh yeah.
And he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
not even there.
Nothing.
He's just
There
they,
is-
they hyper focus.
And he'll
again.
honestly not hear you.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
not even that he's
Dad,
ignoring you.
Dad, dad, dad.
I'm the same exact way.
Yeah.
If I'm reading something and someone's trying to get my attention, they'll have to talk to me like a million times before I'm like, "Huh? What? I'm sorry."
I can't
Just
do
zone
that.
out.
I can't, like, don't get me wrong. I'll like acknowledge and be like, wait a minute, I didn't actually process that. And I was like,
Yeah.
can you say it again?
Right.
But I can't shut out.
I mean,
hard.
that doesn't happen to me all the time, but
But
ladies, if you date me for a while, it'll happen.
and you'll be really
Ladies.
annoyed.
No, yeah, you're gonna fucking hate it. It's probably gonna end up being the downfall of a relationship, but we'll get there. Anyways,
First, but you'll never know unless you
but
try.
you'll
work
never
through it.
know. Let's-
You'll work.
And
through
then let's see. Number 1 would be dad's allegiances to like 1 to 2 brands of alcohol
it. Yep.
yeah.
their entire life. Like, I've never seen your
Coors
dad
Light.
without a Coors Light can. My dad seems to only drink Maker's Mark or Jameson,
Yeah, Canadian Club.
Canadian
my
Club
dad's,
whiskey,
yeah.
Crown Royal.
Crown Royal. Like, it's insane. And don't you ever get bored? I've
I have
swapped
to switch
between
it
what
up,
I'm
yeah.
drinking this year
My
15 times.
Yeah.
My dad found a beer he used to drink in high school.
Yeah.
And he bought it just he's like, oh man, I haven't had this
Right,
forever.
just for the
and then
novelty.
that's all he buys.
That's all he
Right.
buys
Is
now.
it like Schlitz or something?
It's Narragansett.
It's
Some
Schlitz and
Naggies.
Narragansett.
A couple Naggy daddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad was his was just Honey Jack.
Honey
I
Jack.
drank that since high school. That's
Everyone drinks.
everything.
Did they just have less alcohol back then?
I
And they
don't
were
know.
like,
There's so much alcohol.
This
I know,
works.
That's insane.
Why fix it
amounts
if
of
it ain't
alcohol.
broken?
Right. It's like, but there's something like that of higher quality for less money now, Dad.
Right.
And you're like,
You're like
I don't want
bullshit.
what are we, a steakhouse? No.
Where are we? The Cheesecake Factory?
Why's my menu so big? Huh?
Where are we? Applebee's?
I got
Okay.
a fourth one that was, what do you call that? Huh?
A runner up?
Yeah, sure. We can go with that.
An honorable mention.
Yes, honorable mention. Dad farts.
Oh my god, dude.
You know what?
The
That's gonna be episode
the cornerstone
17,
Yeah.
18?
of our podcast.
Dad
and
farts.
we missed it. Dad farts.
Dude, dad farts
Dad tits and dad
Hit-
farts.
Dad.
different.
Yeah.
They also shake the house. No dad has ever had like a little
Followed
fart.
closely behind by dad sneezes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catastrophic.
My
their effects
dad,
on the
my
world.
dad, no matter what position he's in, if he is in the car, doesn't matter. If he's got a burp or he's got a fart, it's always gonna be. He's got to like tilt himself completely, and then it'll come out. He can't just sit and fart. He has to tilt,
Has to do
and then
ass
even,
is so
even
secure
with
to
even
the
with a
seat.
burp, he'll be like. It's like what was the point of that? Why did you?
Just
What
have
the
it.
what the fuck? Was
I remember the
point?
time you told me about your dad's one-off burp snort.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
The burp,
dude.
the most elusive burp sneeze fart combo.
Oh,
all at once.
unbelievable!
It's fucking
Unbelievable.
wild.
Only fathers can get there.
The burp snort?
Burp snort. Yeah.
Burp snort. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Grown-ups too, baby.
All right,
So
people.
fucking good.
I think we're gonna wrap this one up.
Shout out to your dads.
Shout out to your dads. Tell them you
or
love them.
dad-like
Go
figures
hug
in your life.
Go
Yes.
attempt to open mouth kiss your dad.
Go with
Go open mouth, kiss your dad, bring him to Applebee's, get him a different alcoholic drink he hasn't had before.
And he won't talk to you.
Hold the flashlight for him the right fucking way,
Yeah.
even though it's not the
Just
right
do
fucking
something
way.
for him the right way just once.
That's right.
Just
for
stop
once.
disappointing your fucking dads.
Yes. If you're gonna get your dad anything this year
It'd be less
for Father's Day,
disappointment.
it's less disappointment.
Okay.
If you're gonna get your dad anything for Father's Day this year, it's fucking straight A's. Okay, so let's bring that home. Show him that you can make him proud, even
I
though
agree.
he's gonna tell you to do it better.
I
Take it
agree.
easy.
Bye bye.